Cryptostegia grandiflora, otherwise known as the rubber vine, by Leo. Contents: 1. Introduction to the weed. 2. Why it is a problem. 3. Human endeavors and understandings. 4. The future. 1. Introduction. The rubber vine was first recorded in Australia in 1875. It is most prominent in Queensland and the Northern Territory, and it features whip-like shoots. The shrubs can grow from 1 to 2 meters tall, however they can also grow up to 30 meters tall if resting upon a tree. The vine has large glossy leaves and large flowers of white to purple gradient. They also have dual opposite growing seed pods, as well as 450 seeds in each pod. 2. The issue. The rubber vine easily spreads due to white silky hairs on the seeds, allow for easy aerial and water transmission. The seeds are also very resistant to weather. A study conducted shows that the rubber vine seeds are still able to grow even 3 months after leaving the seed pods. The weather conditions of Australia are perfect for the rubber vine to grow. This is because the rubber vine demands humid conditions and temperate weather, all which is found in Australia. The rubber vine can smother local plants by cutting off their root system and not allowing them to absorb nutrients as well as moisture from the soil. It is also deadly to local livestock if it is eaten, and although a rare occurrence, this could happen if local plants are destroyed and waterways are obstructed. The rubber vine is very widespread. This can be seen through a survey conducted by the University of Queensland, in which from a systematic sample of 284 leasehold cattle properties, 181 questionnaires were returned. 81% of the respondents believed rubber vine was a problem. Further, the survey indicated that there was close to 349,537 hectares of rubber vine within the population surveyed. The total cost to this group in 1989 as well as 1990 was estimated to be at approximately $7.9 million. As can be directly observed from this map of June 2013 showing the spread of the rubber vine, the northern parts of Queensland as well as Northern Territory are heavily infestated, and also slight infestation is shown in the northern part of Western Australia. 3. Human efforts. Human efforts include mechanical, chemical, and biological ways in which humans try to get rid of the rubber vine. Mechanical includes machines and human work. Chemical includes chemicals and other natural processes, and biological refers to other organisms who could kill the vine. Mechanical control refers to the chopping down of the vines with machetes or saws, or using machines to cut the vines. This is mainly used on scattered or medium density infestations, and where possible, repeatedly slashing close to the ground level is recommended. This method provides a reasonably good control of rubber vine, but are most often used to penetrate very dense infestations to allow easier access or to open up the canopy. Slashing harms the plant, but often does not kill it. Biological control refers to the use of fire or herbicides. Fire is by far the best method used to control the rubber vine. This is because the resources required for burning rubber vine is relatively cheap compared to other methods which use other resources such as large trucks and or human power. However, fire control is also relatively slow, in which usually only after 2 years after the initial burning can the infestation be officially declared as controlled. The other method of chemical control is herbicides. They are very effective and are by far the most effective way of controlling the rubber vine. However, they are also incredibly expensive. One method of applying the herbicide is to apply it directly into the soil. However, this could also have a high risk of killing non-target vegetation, including trees and pasture plants. Soil-applied herbicides play a role in controlling rubber vine only in very specific situations, of which the rubber vine is heavily infestated and there are no local vegetation. The stem application method is the most effective against the rubber vine. However, it is also the most labor-intensive. This is because it requires people to cut the stem off as close to the ground as possible, usually within 15 centimeters. For smaller plants, they may use a machete or something similar, but larger plants may require a chainsaw. The cut also needs to be horizontal and then needs to be immediately sprayed or swabbed with a herbicide. This is very expensive due to the cost of manpower in Australia, and so this is not a very efficient solution. Biological control refers to the use of other organisms to control the growth of the plant. Right now, there are only two main methods in which we can use biological control to control the growth of the plant. One is the caterpillar of the Euclasta wallei moth. The second method is the rubber vine rust, which is a virus otherwise known as the Maravalia cryptostegiae. The Euclasta wallei moth is creamy brown in color and are active at night and rest at a 45-degree angle from a surface. The larvae are tapered at both ends, grow up to 30 mm long, and are grey-brown with orange dots along their sides. Fine silken threads and black, bead-like droppings are often found near the larval feeding damage. However, the larvae of the moth usually only likes to feed on plants that are damaged, and this is where the rubber vine rust comes in. The rubber vine rust is a form of virus that forms on the underside of the leaves and causes them to turn yellow and drop. The rust survives during the wet season, but is less active over the dry season. Although they could do fatal damage to smaller plants, usually they cannot kill but can weaken larger plants. This allows a chance for the larvae of the moths to come in and finally kill the plant. 4. The future. In the future, more extensive research should be conducted in order to find more effective ways of controlling the plant. However, as of now, the plant should definitely be controlled or exterminated. This is supported by a survey conducted by the University of Queensland, in which, using an estimate of the area obtained from a certain model, cost information from the rubber vine survey, and information gathered on research cost, a benefit cost analysis framework was used to estimate a potential social net benefit from the present ongoing research program. The model calculated the social net benefit to be 527.8 million and proved to be insensitive to changes in the major variables. Taking into account, however, the uncertainty attached to the research, this figure is reduced to an expected social net benefit of 294.6 million. This is why the rubber vine should definitely be controlled and or destroyed, as this will provide a huge benefit to the population. Thank you for viewing my presentation on the rubber vine. I hope you enjoyed it.